Hello and welcome to today's session. In the previous session, we looked into the classification of filters. So, just to recall, filters can be classified based on the components used for their classification, for their construction as an active filter and a passive filters. So, we looked into the advantages of active filters, we discussed the advantages of active filters, and we can also classify filters based on what it is filtering and what it is passing and what it is stopping as low pass, high pass, band pass and band reject filters. We discussed the behavior of these filters with the help of frequency response in the previous class. And we also had a look into the classification of filters as first order filters and second order filters based on the roll down factor. So, if the roll off factor of a filter is 20 decibel per decade, we would call such filters as a first order filter, and if the roll down factor is 40 decibel per decade, we would call such filters as second order filters. We also continued with the design of a low pass filter. So, just to recall, low pass filters are filters which allow a specified band of frequencies below the cutoff frequency to be passed, and above cutoff frequency it will be stopped. So, we designate the cutoff frequency as FH in case of a low pass filter, indicate that FH is denoting the highest frequency that will be passed by a low pass filter. So, and essentially it comprises of an RC section, and for a low pass filter resistance is in series and capacitance is in parallel. So, we looked into the design of a first order low pass filter. We arrived at an expression for voltage gain of a low pass filter. So, just we will try to continue our discussion on low pass filter. We will rewrite the expression for voltage gain and try to analyze the behavior of voltage gain, the effect of voltage gain, the effect of frequency on the voltage gain before we proceed with the second order low pass filter and take a few examples on low pass filter. So, we if you can recall the expression for your low pass filter, voltage expression for voltage gain of your low pass filter, which we have derived in the previous class, it is AV, it is nothing but, or it is designated as AV, and it is we have derived this expression in terms of the pass band gain or the feedback gain, which is given as 1 plus J F by FH. Because I am, and you are aware, voltage gain is nothing but the ratio of output by input. If I am interested in the magnitude, what I do is I take the magnitude of voltage gain. It is going to be V naught by V in. So, it is AF by square root of 1 plus F by FH whole square. Now, we will try to analyze the behavior of a low pass filter for different frequencies. So, we will consider the very first case. We will assume F is the input frequency is less than your your cutoff frequency. When F is less than FH, what happens here is since F is less than FH, this ratio, it becomes very small, it becomes very negligible. As a result, your voltage gain is going to be maximum, that is it is reaching the pass band gain. So, it is maximum. Now, we will determine the behavior of determine what the effect of frequency on voltage gain when F is equal to the cutoff frequency. So, when F is equal to the cutoff frequency, this ratio tends to become 1. As a result, your voltage gain AV is going to be AF by 1 plus 1 square root of 1 plus 1, it is root 2. So, if you just convert this to decibel, that is take 20, converting it to decibel is taking log to base 10 and multiplying it with 20, you get a value of 3 decibel. So, I will make a comment on this later while I take up the frequency response. So, what happens at cutoff frequency is the gain falls by 3 decibel. Now, we have the third case wherein F is greater than FH. So, if your input frequency is greater than your cutoff frequency, this ratio tends to become more, it is this becomes prominent. As a result, when the denominator of this expression becomes prominent, what happens to your voltage gain? Voltage gain becomes less than the passband gain. As a result, the signal gets attenuated beyond the cutoff frequency. So if I just try to mark these three cases on a frequency response, you are aware what a frequency response is. It is the response, it is the graph of voltage gain versus frequency in hertz. So if I just take up an ideal filter as a response, something like this, but a practical filter, it does not instantaneously become 0 at cutoff frequency, but it rolls down at some rate. So based on the roll down, if it is 20 decibel per decade, we call such filters as first order filters, and on the other hand, if it is 40 decibel per decade, we call such filters as second order filters. Now if you can see, for all frequencies below FH, the gain is what? It is maximum, it is equal to the passband gain. So at cutoff frequency, what happens? The gain rolls down by 3 decibel. So from the flat frequency response, go 3 decibel downwards, and this corresponds to the cutoff frequency. And beyond cutoff frequency, what you notice? You notice it is deteriorating as a function of your frequency. You increase the frequency, the attenuation is more. As a result, all frequencies beyond the cutoff frequency, they get attenuated. This is how your low pass filter works like. Now if you want to design a low pass filter, what are the different design steps you are taking care of? So for first design step is, you select a cutoff frequency for which you are supposed to design the low pass filter. Select an appropriate cutoff frequency, and the second step is, so you know the expression for cutoff frequency, FH is 1 by 2 pi RC. Now because I am given with the frequency, I am supposed to, when I say design, so you just try to recall the low pass filter circuit. So it has negative feedback. In the feedback we have resistance R1 and RF, because it negative feedback, it is given to the inverting terminal, and to the non-inverting terminal what we have is a resistance in parallel and capacitance in, as a resistance in series and capacitance in parallel. So it is run with 2 power supply plus VCC and minus VCC. My intention is to determine RC for the given cutoff frequency, R1, RF to get the desired voltage gain. So what I do here is, because I need to determine R and C, what I do is I choose some suitable value of C between 0.01 microfarad to 1 microfarad depending on the availability. So you can choose any value which is less than 1 microfarad, and calculate the corresponding value of R. So corresponding value of R to for the required cutoff frequency you calculate. Once this is done, you take the passband gain or the feedback gain, which is dependent on RF and R1. So you look into this expression and determine the R1 and RF value for the required passband gain. So these are the design steps for designing a low pass filter. So design low pass, and this is first order filter. So designing a first order low pass filter, you select the appropriate value of cutoff frequency, choose the capacitance value which is less than 1 microfarad, corresponding value of R, and then determine R1, RF which satisfies the expression for your passband gain. So which meets the requirement for the given passband gain. So with this, what we do is, we will take up a few examples or few problems, design problems of low pass filter. So the very first design example we are taking is, you are asked to design a low pass filter for a cutoff frequency of say 2.2 kilohertz, and the passband gain is 2. So you are given given requirements is you are supposed to design a low pass filter for a cutoff frequency 2.2 kilohertz and a pass band gain of 2. So you are asked to design a first order low pass filter. So first what we do is we start writing the circuit of a first order low pass filter. So it is in the feedback we have resistance R1 and RF, and the low pass filtering section comprises of resistance in series and capacitance in parallel. We need to determine these values of R1, RC to meet 2.2 cutoff frequency and R1 and RF to have a pass band gain of F. So from the design steps which we discussed just now, so you are given with FH is 2.2 kilohertz, but the expression for FH is 1 by 2 pi RC. So what I do is I choose some capacitance value depending on the availability. So let me choose capacitance value of 0.01 microfarad, which is less than 1 microfarad. Substitute these values. So R becomes 1 by 2 pi FH into C. So it is 1 by 2 into pi into FH is 2.2, kilo is 10 power 3 and 0.01 microfarad 10 power minus 6. So if you substitute these values, use a calculator to calculate this, you will get a value of 7.2 kilo ohms. So we are done with designing the filters for the given cutoff frequency. So that is, this happens to be 7.2 kilo ohm and this is 0.01 microfarad. Now I will determine the values of R1 and RF for the given pass band gain, that is AF is equal to 2. So expression for AF is 1 plus RF by R1. You substitute, what happens? RF by R1 is equal to 2 minus 1, which is 1. So if with this you get an inference that you are supposed to take RF and R1 equal. So let me choose, depending on the availability. If I have a 10 kilo ohm, I would go with a 10 kilo ohm equal resistances. So thereby this is one design solution for the given cutoff frequency and pass band gain. So with this discussion, we will go with another example. We will go with the next second order filter. So we will take up the design of a second order low pass filter. So a second order low pass filter, you are aware, a second order low pass filter is a filter which has a roll down factor of 40 decibel per decade. So because you need a roll down of 40 decibel per decade, what we do is we add one more RC section, RC filtering section. So what we do, we just, if you can take up the design, a second order low pass filter circuit looks like this. So the feedback circuit remains as it is. So it has a resistance R1 and RF, which decides the pass band gain, and here instead of one RC section, I go with two RC section, each one providing a roll down of 20 decibel per decade, accounting for a total of 40 decibel per decade roll down factor. So let me call this as, to distinguish R2 and R3, just to because we don't have capacitance even, just to see, just to indicate this is part of first R2 RC section, I will designate this as C2 and this as C3. So this is where I give the input. So what you are going to observe here is, I will just first directly write the expression for the cutoff frequency. So for a second order low pass filter, the cutoff frequency depends on the two resistance and capacitance value, and it will be given as FH is 1 by 2 pi square root of R2 R3 C2 C3. And coming to the gain, voltage gain in terms of feedback gain, it is going to be AF by square root of 1 plus F by FH to the power of 4. So, this is the expression for your voltage gain. So, voltage gain AV is V naught by V. So, as a result, you will observe a roll down factor. If you see the frequency response, this is your gain and the maximum gain is AF. You can see the roll down factor is going to be 40 decibel per decade. So, this happens to be your pass band and this is your, you have an infinite stop band. This is how the frequency response of a second order low pass filter looks like. Now, if you want to see what is the design steps involved for designing a second order low pass filter, what we do is we have this expression. So, what we do? We take a suitable value of cutoff frequency as per our requirement, and then because here we are to determine, we are given with the required cutoff frequency, here we are to determine R2, R3, C2, C3. So, we are to determine 4 unknowns. So, to make things simple, what I do here is I take 2 identical RC section. So, what I do is I will take R2 is equal to R3 is equal to R, C2 is equal to C3 is equal to C. So, instead of going with different values of R2, R3, C2, C3 making the design complex, we take 2 identical RC section. So, thereby you choose value of capacitance which is less than 1 microfarad and calculate the corresponding value of R using the expression FH is 1 by 2 pi RC. Once this is done, we are done with meeting the required frequency, we are to look for the pass band gain. So, when it comes to a second order low pass filter, you choose a pass band gain of 1.586. So, with these requirements, you will get a pass band gain of 1.586. So, what we do here is pass band gain is nothing but 1 plus RF by R1. So, this gives an inference RF by R1 is going to be 1.586 minus 1 which is 0.586. So, RF is R1 into 0.586. R1 into 0.586. So, these are the design steps involved for designing a second order low pass filter. We will take a couple of problems on second order low pass filter before we jump to the design of an high pass filter. So, you are asked to determine, you are asked to design a low pass second order low pass filter for a cutoff frequency of, so you are asked to design a low pass filter, second order low pass filter for a cutoff frequency of 15 kilo radians per second, and you are also given with the capacitance value of 0.01 microfarad. So, please note here you are given with angular frequency and not the frequency. So, you are aware what angular frequency is, omega. So, omega is 15 kilo radians per second. I am to determine f 2 pi f is omega is 15k radians per second. So, with this I will determine f is going to be 15 into 10 power 3 by 2 into pi. So, the frequency we get is 2.387 kilohertz. So, now I am to design a second order low pass filter. So, I will just write the circuit of a second order low pass filter. In the feedback we have resistances R1 and RF. We have two sections of RC. So what we do is we take identical R2, R3, C2, C3. So to make design simple, we take identical RC sections. So R2 is equal to R3 is equal to R, and C2 is equal to C3 is already given the capacitance value, which is to be taken 0.01 microfarad. So substitute this. So the frequency becomes FH is 1 by 2 pi square root of R2, R3, C2, C3, because we have taken identical values, it is RC. Find the corresponding value of R, which is going to be 1 by 2 pi FH C 1 by 2 into pi into FH is how much? We tend to get 2.387 into 10 power 3, and the capacitance value given is 0.01 into 10 power minus 6. So if you substitute these values, we get a value of R equal to it has been already calculated, so 6.67 kilos. So here these are 6.67, these are 6.67 kilo ohms, and C2 C3 is given as 0.01 microfarad and 0.01 microfarad. And you are aware passband gain AF is 1 plus RF by R1, and for a given low pass filter it is 1.586. So with this value, so RF is going to be 0.586 R1. So if I choose R1 as 10 kilo ohm, RF is going to be 5.86 kilo ohms. So we end up getting a R1 of 10 kilo ohm, and this has 5.86 kilo ohms. So this suffices the given requirement. It has been designed for a cutoff frequency of 2.387 kilohertz, and because it is a second order filter, we will get a pass band gain of 1.586. And what you observe is this is a low pass filter which has been designed for this particular frequency, which allows all frequencies to be passed with the highest gain, pass band gain of 1.586 below 2.387, and beyond 2.387 it rolls down at a factor of 40 decibel per decade. So we will take up one more problem on second order filter before we take up the next design of an high pass filter. So design a second order low pass filter with a cutoff frequency 10 kilohertz and unity gain at low frequency. Also calculate the voltage transfer function at 15 kilohertz for the filter. So you are asked to design second order low pass filter with a cutoff frequency of 10 kilohertz, and he says at the pass band gain at the pass band the gain is 1. So with 1 you don't need to, you will not have to determine the feedback resistance R1 and RF, because a pass band gain, because of pass band gain 1. So you just connect it back. So we are not to determine RF and R1 because the pass band gain is 1, unity pass band gain. And you are also asked to determine calculate the voltage transfer ratio at 15 kilohertz. I will come to this later. So what is asked? You are asked to design a second order low pass filter. So I will first write the circuit of a second order low pass filter. So because we will just put a feedback here because it requires unity gain, and we have two sections of R1. So we will take two identical sections to make this design simple. We take two identical RC sections. So FH is 1 by 2 pi RC. So, well, let me choose a value of capacitance equal to 0.01 microfarad. So, let choose some convenient value of capacitor, and the corresponding resistance value is 15.9 kilo ohms. You substitute all these values, 1 by 2 pi FH into C. FH is 10 kilo and capacitance value taken is 0.01 microfarad. Substitute all these values, you will get a value of resistance equal to 15.9 kilo ohms. So, this is 15.9 kilo ohm. So, 15.9 kilo ohm, and this is 0.01 microfarad and 0.01 microfarad. Now, the second part of the question is, what is the voltage transfer ratio at 15 kilo 15 kilohertz. So, you have designed it for 10 kilohertz. So, if you write a rough diagram of the frequency response, so frequency response is a plot of voltage gain versus frequency. So, what you will see here is it has a maximum gain which is 1 unity gain. There is no gain, input is passed as it is at the output. So, we do not have any gain here. So, the maximum gain is 1. So, for all frequencies below the cutoff frequency, it is the pass by, it is easily passed, and at cutoff frequency it falls by some rate, and this we call it as FH, and FH is how much? FH is 10 kilohertz. Now, you are asked to determine the gain at 15 kilohertz. So, I am to determine the gain at 15 kilohertz. So, obviously, it is going to be less than 1 because it is attenuated, and at what rate it is rolling down? It is rolling down at a rate of 40 decibel per decade. So, I am to determine AV. What is the expression for AV? It is for a second order filter, it is AF by 1 plus F by FH to the power of 4. Because AF is 1 unity, it is 1 by 1 plus F is how much? He is asking you to determine at 15 kilohertz by 10 to the power of 4. So, it is, you substitute these values, it is going to be 0.406. So, gain at 15 kilohertz is reduced, it is going to be 0.406. So, this is the inference. You can, along with designing, you can analyze the behavior of low pass filter in this example. So, beyond cutoff frequency, the gain reduces, and at 15 kilohertz, the gain has reduced to 0.406. It has reduced by 0.406. So, with this, we will take up the design of next type of low pass filter, that is, next type of filter, which is first order high pass filter. So, the next type of filters are an high pass filter. So, as we have already introduced what high pass filters are, so they are again filters which filters all frequencies above the cutoff frequencies and stops all frequencies below the cutoff frequencies. Such filters we call it as, we call them as high pass filters. So, if you look into a high pass filter, the frequency response will be something like this. So, we have gain on x axis and frequency on the y axis. If you take up the frequency response, so what happens with a high pass filter? High pass filters are filters which pass all frequencies above the cutoff frequency. Ideally, if this is the cutoff frequency, what happens is, let me designate the cutoff frequency as Fn, because it is the lowest frequency that is passed by the high pass filter. So, I will designate it as Fn. So, ideally this should have been the frequency response. So, it stops all frequencies below the cutoff frequency and passes all frequencies above the cutoff frequency. But practically this is not the case. So it will not completely stop all frequencies below cutoff frequency and passes all frequency above the cutoff frequency. What happens is beyond cutoff frequency, the gain rolls down, it gradually rolls down. So based on this roll down factor, we have two types of high pass filter, a first order high pass filter and a second order high pass filter. So as I said, just comparing it with our low pass filter, if the roll down factor is 20 decibel per decade, we call such filters as high pass filter, and if the roll down factor is 40 decibel per decade, we call such filters as a second order filter. So we will take up the design of an high pass filter, and please note a small change into the design of your low pass filter converts it into a corresponding high pass filter. So what we do is, you are aware the main filtering component of your filter is RC section. So if resistance is in series and capacitance is in parallel, such filters are low pass filter. If you invert the positions of R and C, that is, if capacitance is in series and resistance is in parallel, we call such filters as high pass filter. So we will conclude for the day. So in the next class, we will take up the design of the next type of filters, that is high pass filter, its variants, the first order and second order filter. We will take up the design of a band pass filter, a band elimination filter, and so on. Thank you.